Hello everyone, and welcome to week 7 of the ICP. We're playing our good friend Tom this week, coach of the Central Coast Clawitzers. Sorry, Tom, aka TCs, I should say. Gotta give him credit to the new name. And yeah, coach of the Central Coast Clawitzers. Let's get straight into Tom's team. First of all, he has the Landorus Incarnate, big scary Share Force Life Orb threat, the Weavile, good speed tier, very fast, speed size of the Darkrai, which is tough. Does have the Tentacruel, good removal. The Terra Reuniclus, which I've seen him go off with that thing, so that's also scary. The Annihilate, always a scary Pokemon. Tinkaton, really nice mon. Galvantula, could be Webs, very scary. Iron Thorns, which is free Terra as well. I kind of think this guy's a little bit of a fraud as a Terra Captain, but if there's one person who can use it, it's Tom. I've seen him use it before, and it's a monster when it's in his hands. So that thing's scary too. He has my boy ICP, and he's 100% bringing that thing. There is no doubt in my mind that Tom is bringing that ICP, just to spite me. And then the Bolivar, which is kind of down on the under the radar, but can also be a bit of a good split fall into us. But yeah, let's go straight into what we're bringing. First of all, we have Wide Lens Darkrai. And why is that? That's because we're Hypnosis and Focus Blast. Darkrai kind of struggles with a regular set this game, and that's because I am 100% certain Tom is bringing a Spadef Ticketon to hard wall us. And we need a way to break through that, and our best method is to Hypnosis it and get bad Dreams chip. 12% every turn. We can nasty plot on it while it sleeps, and then Focus Blast does a lot of damage once we get some boosts going. Focus Blast is also really nice for things like the ICP, the Weavile, the Bolivar, the Iron Thorns pre-Terra, and then Dark Pulse hits most of the rest, stuff like Tentacruel, Landorus, Annihilate, Reuniclus, Thorns after Terra at least, Galvantula. Those really don't want to be dealing with +2 or +4 Dark Pulses. So yeah, that is the plan with Darkrai. Hypnosis is a 2 in 3 because it gives it. Wildlands gives a 10% accuracy boost, so it goes from 60% to 66. Please someone buff Dark Void like 70%. Darkrai doesn't need that, but yeah, Focus Blast also comes basically like almost 80%, 77%, which is also really nice. Hopefully we won't be missing those as well. So yeah. Just gotta get lucky with Darkrai. Next up, we have Wise Glass Superior with Terra Ground. It's gonna be our Terra Captain in this game. We have Leaf Storm, Terra Blast, Leech Seed, and Taunt. That's because we really only need the first 2 attacking moves: Leech Seed, Leaf Storm, and Terra Blast. Superior is a really nice speed tier this game. The only thing faster is a Weavile. Without Choice Scarf, that is. And it also has the ability to really scare off webs from Tom's Galvantula, just because contrary +1 speed, we would be terrifying. And we're always weak to that Weavile, but everything else on Tom's team does not love Leaf Storms alongside Terra Blast. Everything on his team is hit neutrally by that Terra Blast. The only things that aren't on the Bolivar, ICP, Tinkaton, and Galvantula. We can Terra Blast ground 3 of those, and our Bolivar, if it does come in, is the Sap Sipper, boosts our Leaf Storm to the point where we're still doing about 50% after at +2, so we can do a lot of damage. Also, if he starts Strength Sapping, that's why we have Taunt specifically for that, and then Leech is there just in case we want to predict some swaps and get some recovery if we need it. Next up, we have our Colberberry Metagross. We're very defensive on this with Bullet Punch, Body Press, Iron Defense, and Stealth Rock. I think Stealth Rocks are very nice for a lot of things this game, just getting the chip that we need to put things in range. Iron Defense, Body Press is also really solid because I do think that Tom's answer is going to be the ICP. This is our kind of ICP swapping as well. We can Body Press that for a lot of damage. We can also take a +2 Weavile's knockoff with our Colberberry and be able to Body Press that and hopefully get a KO. If we get rid of that, that'd be huge. But in general, Iron Defense, Body Press is just nice, and then Bullet Punch can let us get some nice last minute kills when things are super low, which is nice. Next up, we have our Ogerpon Cornerstone. Once again, his second fastest mon is the Galvantula 108. This is 110. So it gives us a really, really nice speed tier, especially with Trailblaze. If we get that, we're basically Scarf, and the only thing that can outspeed us is a Choice Scarf Weavile. Unless he's Ice Shard. Swords Dance was really, really nice, because Ivy Cudgel is like super, super strong into Tom's team. Like the main resistances are the Tinkerton and the ArchDon, and I'm definitely expecting like a Fizdef ArchDon for this. And that's why we have Summoning Tantrum to be able to deal with that. And we do like a huge, huge chunk to that, especially if we have like rocks or something to break potential sturdy. We could potentially punch straight through that thing. Next up, we have Air Balloon Sylveon, and this is going to be, we are the Air Balloon, just to help out with that Landorus matchup, be immune to 1 Earth Power on swapping, which is always great. And we have Hyper Voice, pretty standard, Wish, Baton Pass, Protect, heal up a bunch of our guys if we need it. Things like Darkrai, things like the Metagross, things like Superior. If we need to get some HP back on those guys, we can. We're very Spadef on this. And we have Hyper Voice just for decent damage. Really, it's the Tinkerton that mainly wants to swap into us, so that's nice. And we have Wish, obviously, for healing, Baton Pass to get some momentum, and Protect, just in case we need to give some healing to the Sylveon. And then finally, we have Fizdef, Rocky Helmet, Palafin with Jet Punch, Drain Punch, then Headbutt and Bulk Up. Very nice set. We basically we are speed creeping, I believe, the Tinkerton. We could speed creep the Tentacle, but I think it's going to be defensive, so I doubt we need the extra speed. And we are Bulk Up, and with Jet Punch and Drain Punch and Zen Headbutt, we have really nice coverage into Tom's team. Stuff like the Tentacle can get Zen Headbutted, the Weavile can get Drain Punch, the Landorus can get Jet Punched, the Reuniclus can get Jet Punched, the Annihilate can get Jet Punched or Zen Headbutted, the Tinkerton doesn't love getting Jet Punched either, neither does Galvantula. I'm pretty sure +1 we go that. Iron Thorns, depending on its terror, doesn't really like getting Jet Punched either, and then Drain Punch can hit the ArchDon pretty well, especially if we get Chip. And the Arboliver doesn't like getting Drain Punched either. So yeah, that is the team for week number 7. And I'll see you lot all in the battle. Hello everyone, and welcome to week 7 of the ICP. We're playing Tom. He's got a Terra Grass for Reuniclus, no Iron Thorns, very interesting. Let's see what else he brings. Whew, it's going to be a tough one, I think. He brings the Lando, he brings the Tinkerton, did expect that. Did bring my son, the Arch, of course. Brings the Weavile, brings the Tentacruel, and brings the Reuniclus. Okay, so yeah, mostly what I expected. Tentacruel was a bit iffy. I wasn't sure if that was going to be like an Annihilate or Terra Iron Thorns, but we don't see any of it. I do think we just get our Palafin online, because it's vital into that Weavile to have it up. But yeah, let's just click and get right into it. Worst case scenario is Weavile lead and him just clicking knockoff, because then our Colbur Berry doesn't work, and then we're in trouble. Big trouble. Palafin looks really nice late game though, with this build that he's brought. Terra Grass Reuniclus though is a bit tough to break down, especially with Terra Ground Serp. I do think our Ogerpon can handle it pretty well though. Pre-Terra as well, we do decent into it, I think. Especially if it does Terrestrialize. Body presses from Metagross probably do hurt. Let's see what he leads off with. It is the Reuniclus. He's going straight for it. Of course he is. Do I just go straight into Serp? How do I want to handle this thing being annoying? I think I have to go immediately into Serp. This thing could just destroy me if it's the right set, so this thing is scary. He does immediately go into his Terra Grass. With Terra Grass. And he goes straight for the Thunder Wave, which is actually really bad. That's really annoying. So I don't see this as much of a threat. He can't be Leech Seeded. I do think we're probably still faster. I'm just going to Taunt immediately. But yeah, being paralyzed on Serp is really bad, because this thing broke really well into what he brought. And we get fully parried, which is really, really bad if he goes for a setup move. He's just going to Psychic. Okay. And that hurt. Quite a significant amount. Maybe I just want damage on this. If he's max HP, he takes 20% from a Leaf Storm. I am just going to click it. We miss a Leaf Storm, so we're getting really, really unlucky these first 2 turns, which is annoying. But what can one do? I'm just going to Leaf Storm one final time. Maybe that should have been the turn I Terra Blast grounded on like a Tinkerton or something. Because like 2 turns of not getting to Leaf Storm is really, really big. Luck is not in our favor so far. Let's say we can turn it around. This Reuniclus is still a massive threat. I do need also calc its damage. We do hit a Leaf Storm. Woo! And we do see he's max HP. Okay. And he is just going to get the Psychic KO. Okay. And he crits! It doesn't matter. But wow, is hacks not going our way. Part of me just wants to get my rocks up. He's paralyzing me either way, let's be real. How much is Ogerpon doing? Not enough is the answer. I think I am going to go into my Metagross here. And I am just going to try and get my Stealth Rock up. Because it is nice for this game. Up go the rocks! And he hits another Thunder Wave. Okay, that's fine. He wants to go Landorus on me. I kind of want to make the aggressive double. But I could also Body Press and get Chip. Well, Iron Defense is nice. I'm going to Iron Defense. If he's max Fizz Def, he's taking 20% from Body Press. He is going to withdraw into who? Is that the Landorus or is it the bridge? It's the bridge! He takes rocks. Now we're going to click a Body Press. Nothing super wants to take this. If he's like max Fizz Def, he's taking a good 60. It's a 72. If he's only max HP, I'm sure it's much more. Well, he could go for the Dark Pulse Flinch, which would be scary. If he's just max HP, he withdraws, so we're going to get a big chunk off on something here. Hopefully. Gara, that kind of sounds like his Landorus. Which does have to take rocks as well. And we are going to get a big Body Press off. Nice damage. Straight into the Sylveon we go. On paper, we really don't have a swap in, so I do think he's going to stay in here. We float in the air with our air balloon. As he clicks Earth Power, beautiful. There are definitely still win cons in this match. I am immediately clicking a baton pass, I think. You don't want to get hyper voice through the sub. I'm gonna baton pass. See what you want to do. He U-turns. Okay, to break my thing. Okay, good information. So he's a U-turn and Earth Power. And he shows his Life Orb. Okay, so he is Sheer Force Life Orb. So we get a good Life Orb chip on this as well, which is nice. Balloon is gone though. And that did look minus, especially with the Earth Power, Sheer Force Life Orb. He's definitely special. So not great start with the Serp, but we did get chip on Landorus, and also chip on Arch, I guess, a little bit. Break a potential Sturdy, although I highly doubt it is Sturdy. We didn't get much moveset info. We do know he's a very defensive thing. We could scout for, if he's regen or Uniclus, that means he is taking 12% on entry, even though he did take damage. So he's not quite a full. He's real thinking about this one. A Calgo, I don't know who that is. It's the Tentacruel, which takes rocks. Okay, and we're gonna baton pass straight out of here. We could go straight into Helmet U. What does he have for us? On paper, it's the Reune. Do you think Cornerstone is the correct play into Tentacruel? We do a lot to him. But he will break our Sturdy, and I don't want that. So I'm just going to get my Power Fin out and about. No, we are not max speed, if I remember correctly, so we will get to see if this thing is defensive or not. Right here, right now. We're going to bulk up. Let's see if he values the spin. He does not value the spin. Is it Reuniclus? That sounds like the Reuniclus. And we do see he is regen. If he is Calm Mind, we're not doing much at all. Oh, that is with him not terrestrialized. Into a grass type. V's max Fizz Def. He's taking 26 from this Zen Headbutt. That is obviously max Fizz Def. Does look like max Fizz Def to me, and he clicks Energy Ball. Oh, that's scary. I forgot that was an option. I'm just gonna double Sylveon here. As he just Energy Balls again. That was a crit. Of course it was. Oh, I just double-clicked by accident. Oh god. Well, we are hyper-voicing now and not wishing. And it's Tentacruel. Well, that's saddening. Wish I had my Rotom around now. I'm gonna go Metagross then instead and try to get the rocks back up. We do have Chip on the Tentacruel though, at least. 2 rounds of rocks. The Reuniclus is going to be a problem to break, but we do know it's max Fizz Def, which means theoretically speaking the Darkrai could break it, I think. He gunk shots! Wow! That is crazy to me. I'm just gonna Iron Defense her. Maybe I should have rocked, I don't know. He is physical though, we learned that, so... He does spin, okay. That's fine by me. He could click knock, but I am just going to try and get the rocks back up. He flip turns. Okay. So we learn a good amount about this set. Flip turn, rapid spin, gunk shot. So he's support, physical support. Physical support. Okay. We're getting more and more information for Darkrai. That crit on Sylveon actually might give him a 2-hit KO, which is really, really bad. I'm thinking about it. He doesn't take any chip here. Can we please get the rocks up? Okay, rocks get back up. And what's not valuable to me anymore? Is it Palafin? Is Palafin least valuable member? I think it might be. In case he U-turns as well. He does just Earth Power. That should KO us, right? Yeah. Unfortunate. Does give us switch advantage, though. Does Darkrai kill the Landorus from here? Does look like it, but I think Ogerpon's still better. Do you save this? I think into how slow my team is looking, you do. I really want a Swords Dance, so I'm just gonna cudgel though. Wrong play, wrong play. Saddening, saddening. It is the bridge. Out he comes, should have Swords Danced. That's fine. He is stamina, okay. Doesn't look max Fizz Death though. If he's still moving, maybe I do get my Metagross. Cudgel did absolutely nothing. Let me have a look at that. I mean, way too much is what I meant to say. 12, so he's at 88, and he's fallen to about 68, so he took 20% from a Cudgel. Is that just max Fizz Death? That might just be max HP, actually. Yeah, it looks like max HP range. I'm gonna go Metagross, I think. He does just Flash Cannon. Okay, good. Down to 239 from the 304. .239 from 304 for 65 damage off a Flash Cannon. Looks like modest, he's not very invested. So is he Spadef? Is that what it is? Body Press into the Landorus, which I do think actually has some bulk from how much little it took from the last Body Press. I'm just going to immediately Body Press. He's going to Foul Play into my Colbur Berry. I actually don't have that much offense, so it doesn't do much. He is Chople. Okay, good info. We do absolutely nothing to him then. I'm just going to Iron Defense then. We get rid of the Chopple, which is nice. For later. Part of me thinks you go into the Tentacruel this turn. Ooh, I really think you go Tentacruel this turn. How much do I want to bet you go Tentacruel this turn? But you're so bulky. It's gonna do more if I click Body Press. I just need to knock him into range of stuff. With my Darkrai. I'm gonna Body Press one more time. Cause yes! We call the swap. Beautiful. Into the Landorus, like I expected. Are you in Bullet Punch range? I think it'll be close. I think it'll be very, very close. Let me give you like 200 HP. You're like on the cusp of 20. I want to click it real bad. I am going to click it. And hope we kill. Oh, we do. Beautiful. Down goes the Landorus. Huge. He's going to give him Tentacruel again, but I think I Iron Defense him for a Tentacruel at this point. He's seen the full set. One down. One down, and it's the Landorus, which is a big threat. He's not showing me Weavile, so I'm starting to think might be Scarf, might be banned. Could be very. If he's Scarf, that's kind of very, very scary into my Darkrai. Darkrai's starting to look better. He's not showing his tickets on either. That could be offensive too. Not getting paralyzed. I'm sorry to Tom, but we got crit twice on big turns that matter, and he got a big double miss power thing on the Serperia super early. That would have made this Reuniclus in a bad spot, a terribly bad spot. It would have been a way lower HP. Could have maybe regened it all off, but you never know. Calgo, it is the Tentacruel. He does want to spin, and he is at 50% on this. I am just going to Iron Defense. You want to surf? Oh. You have a special move. That is actually really bad. Good play. I'm going to Body Press. He probably takes me down based on that first damage. That's really good prep. He spins the rocks. Wow, good play. I should have kept them up no matter what. We are going to get big damage on that, though. That is huge. He does kill us with a Surf, though. Do I call the Surf and swap around? And no, I don't. Although late game Bullet Punch is still big. I don't think we can wall anymore, but we could wish this up. But he's going to Gunk Shot us then. And then what do I gain from that? I'm going to Body Press. Yeah, he just surfs. Okay. No low roll, no nothing. That's fine. There is no rocks. Important information. Do I kill at -1? Into the TheArchDon with big old Stomping Tantrum. That's important to note. With my Ogerpon Cornerstone. No. I don't think I do. But I am going to Trailblaze to boost my speed. He stayed in and gave me the speed boost. Wow. I am shocked by that. The only thing faster than me is Scarf Weavile right now. He goes into the Reuniclus. Doesn't have to take rocks or anything. Did we see Max Fizdeath or Max Fizdeath on this? I think it was Max Fizdeath. Into Max Fizdeath, we still do an absolute chunk. At +2, he's about 90%. Never kill. Sad. I'm gonna go for 2 crits then. Or 1 crit, sorry. We get that crit! He's gonna Thunder Wave, okay. Smart play. It's very, very smart. Maybe I should have read that. But I am gonna Stomping Tantrum on the big Arch Reed because he wants to regen and he doesn't want this to die. We're gonna need to win via the nasty plots, the sleep luck with Darkrai. That's what's gonna have to be into Tinkaton. I think that's what's gonna have to be. And hope he's not banded on the Weavile and wins a speed tie. That's our only hope, I think. He does withdraw. Please be the right. Please be what we consider to be the right swap in. It was! Okay, so we just need to break through this power. Of course we don't. Why would we break through the para? That would be nice for us, wouldn't it? Wouldn't that be nice for us? I don't actually know if we're faster or not. It depends on his speed investment, I think. We are faster! And we do take it down. Beautiful. Down goes the bridge to Terabithia. Being at +1 is nice. We're still faster than a lot of things, including the TheArchDon. There's Esdeath. Who's Esdeath? The Weavile. Okay, so this is Triple Axel. Good information. We don't have our obvious answer. I think we have to let this go down. And try and win via Darkrai. That is our chance. Miss the Triple Axels, please. Miss the Triple Axel. Miss the Triple Axel. Only 2. No, of course not. It's Darkrai or go bust. For us. We're running the wide lens for a reason. I do also know now that it is not banded based on that damage. Could still be scarfed. Probably wasn't scarfed because he would have gone there immediately if he was scarfed. He wouldn't have gone into Psycho Ayase. It's just Tink against the world. I'm gonna Focus Blast once. He's gonna withdraw into the Tinkaton. There is the Tinkaton. Let's see how Spadef you are, my friend. We're gonna miss an 80% accurate Focus Blast to begin this. Beautiful. That is actually monumental. Monumental misses. I'm gonna Hypnosis. Please, I beg of you, Darkrai. I beg of you, Darkrai. I beg of you, Darkrai. Do what's right. Do what needs to be done, Darkrai, please. Go to sleep and never wake up. I'm sorry to say that, Tinkaton, but that's what I need you to do. Go to sleep and never wake up. If he had stayed in, he would have been in a great spot. That's a 7% accurate Focus Blast we just missed. There's a 2 in 3 chance that we hit this wide lens Hypnosis. Please. Please. He's thinking about it. He's really thinking about it. If he swaps, that's actually horrible for me. He's thinking really hard about it. Is he thinking he might lose to choice specs if he doesn't kill me with player off? Is that what he's thinking right now? He could be thinking that. Please don't swap, Tom. Please just stay in and go to sleep. Oh god, oh no. Oh really, no, 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 no. Oh, well that's not great. That's really not great. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm gonna have to rearrange with Tom. This is gonna be a tough one to arrange, I think. Although we'll see, we'll see. Okay, so this is a bit of a weird one, but we're just bringing the Darkrai, and I'll bring Sylveon for pity points, but he doesn't do anything. So I talked with Tom. It's really, really hard to tough to recreate this, and we don't want to do it on Showdown. So what we're gonna do is that Tom obviously probably thought he had the win from there because he doesn't know about the hypnosis, but he did say he was staying in, and we do know what he was staying in. That's what we know. And there is a chance that we win this game due to bad dream stuff with Tinkaton sleeping enough turns, and if we outspeed the Weavile, we don't know if it's scarfed or not, but if it is scarfed, then we do have to get 3 turns sleep, I believe, from Tink. Yeah. There's the Tinkaton. We're just going to click Hypnosis and see what happens. 66! 2 out of 3 times this hits. 2 out of 3 times this hits. Come on. Come on, Darkrai. You, for once. You missed the Focus Blast already. You already missed a Focus Blast. Come on. Give it to us. Thank you, Hypnosis. Okay, now let's calc this. If he's max for death, how much are we doing with my Darkrai? We're gonna go for the nasty plot here. Hopefully he stays asleep. Ah, that's game, I'm pretty sure. I don't think we can win. He Gigatons. Shows me the lefties. We can click Hypnosis again, though. Part of me wants to predict real bad. The Weavile swap. I'm gonna predict it. It's probably a misplay. Because technically from this position he could he does stay in, and he takes that. I should have... He misses a Thunder Wave! Oh my god. Wait. Oh my god. That is humongous. I am so sorry, Tom. That is huge. I'm just gonna Focus Blast. He protects. Okay, he's stalling out our Focus Blast. That's fine. That's a good play. We only have a limited amount of these. We have 5 more, technically, because this is a recreation. I think I'm going to Hypnosis. I think I'm going to Hypnosis. And we missed the Hypnosis. GG's to Tom. Should have Focus Blasted. Higher chance to hit. GG's. We get really unlucky that game. That's a nearly 80% chance. But GG's to Tom. Well played. I'll see you lot all for week 8. I think that's definitely a must-win game for us now. But yeah, GG's to Tom. You just got to deal with it when the hacks isn't working for you. And there's nothing we can do about that. So yeah, he's just going to swap, and we're going to forfeit because technically we lose to this because he just always swaps. And that's fine, yeah. GG's to Tom. He wins at 3-0. Or he wins at, yeah, wins at 3-0. GG's. Bye-bye, guys. I'll see you all for week 8.